Yo, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Um, I was just sitting here having a conversation with my Father in heaven. Uh, Things have been really tough for me for the last few years, actually. Um, he's been helping me get through it somehow, man. You know, I survived numerous situations that most people don't pull out of. To God be the glory. You know, I was sitting here talking to him about how my whole life I tried to lead a normal life. Although all these spiritual things that, although there were many spiritual things happening around me constantly, even as a little boy, like I said before, I would see things that other people wouldn't see. A lot. I would physically see things, bro. You know, some of these things scared me. Some of these things I wasn't very afraid of. You know, but the point is, once you embrace yourself and you come to know, you come into the spirit of knowing, and you have a relationship with our Father in heaven, depending on who you are, man, leading a normal life becomes pretty much impossible. I was asking him because I was a little bit frustrated a little while ago, man. I was asking him like, why? No matter how hard I try to lead a normal life, even when I worship, you know, even I give my life to the Lord, I still, for whatever reason, cannot seem to lead a normal life. It's like I'm not supposed to. And I was asking him why, man. I was just wondering why. Why can't I live a normal life? Why are all these strange things happening around me constantly, man? Like even my interactions with people is different. You know, these are ordinary people, but their reaction to me, when they see me, it is completely abnormal. Some people look at me like I shouldn't exist. Like I said before, one person even told me that I don't deserve a birthday just out of nowhere. It got to a point where I actually started to believe it, you know? Then I started thinking about when I paid a visit to the psychic, and how she told me that there were so many demons around me. And during this time, I didn't necessarily believe in stuff like that, even though I lived in a haunted house when I was a kid. I don't know, man. I was really iffy about stuff like that. Like, I was thinking, the way I saw that type of thing, the way I looked at it, to me, the way I looked at it, like if a person dies, their ghost still remains. Their ghost will probably just wander the earth forever. You know, I thought that might be possible, bro. But things like demons and angels, I didn't really follow that. those things to me did not exist. I'm sorry if y'all, I'm sweating a lot. It's really hot out here today. Um, well, it's not that hot. It's just humid. You know, that's from the precipitation, the rain. It rained yesterday. So when that water starts evaporating, it starts to feel hotter than it actually is. So anyway, uh, but yeah, man. I started thinking about that too, man. And I was wondering, like no matter how hard I try to fix, like my financial problems, it's like a no go. No matter what I do, I have so many traits and skills in my pocket. It's not even funny. I can do a lot of things, man. And yet, it's like I can. It's like the demons. They don't want me to have nothing. It's like they're afraid of what I might do once I come up. I'm starting to believe that's exactly what the problem is, man. I didn't know what it was before. At first, I thought that my aunt might be right about me. You know, when people would treat me bad, call me weird and stuff, it it made me feel like I didn't belong anywhere. I started to believe that I actually didn't belong anywhere, man. Like I'm not. I have a face. I started to think that I have a face that only my mother could love, and even she would call me weird. But one time she told me she cherished me more than my sisters. I couldn't believe she never listen, man. One thing about my mom, uh, she never like say sweet things to us like that. You know, she she never really even she would like I said, she was most of the time she would be depressed about my dead father. So she never really talked to us about anything, really. Something I was thinking about earlier today. Um, I wasn't sure if I wanted to speak about this because this one right here is way too personal, man. This is just this is just way too personal. I felt it in my spirit for real, bro. There was this one time, right? Um, I went to bed one night. Yeah, I had just got off of work. I was real tired. I had took a shower and then I laid down in bed and went to sleep. And I entered into a dream state. And I was on like this platform. It was like a wooden plank or something. I don't know. I don't really know exactly what kind of platform this was, if I'm being totally honest. It was some type of platform I was standing on. And it was like in the middle of the ocean. It was like way out there, like in the middle of the ocean somewhere, bro. I couldn't see nothing all the way around. And it was dark. It was like nighttime. You it looked like it was just about to be sunset. You know how the sky looks when the sun is getting ready to rise? Like the sky would start to turn like it's like a mix between a dark blue and purple. You know what I mean? Anyway, it looked like that. It looked like it was maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Okay? Keep that in mind. This is important, yo. there's a this dream. There were so many spiritual elements in this dream, but during this time, during back then when I had the dream, this was when I just started coming into the knowledge because I started. This was after I had all those hell experiences. At this point, I had about 4 or 5 of those testimonies. It was like right after those events took place. And I started to give my life to the Lord. I started repenting. This was after I got out of the hospital. So I started repenting of everything I've done. But I still didn't know how to have a relationship with the Lord. I didn't really know what to expect or what I should be doing. But I did want to learn. I wanted to know. So back to the story. I was standing on like a platform in the middle of the ocean. It was weird, bro. And there was a guy standing on a platform with me. And he looked like he could be Arabic or something. I'm not really sure, man. And he looked like he comes he looks like he comes from over it. Oh, he looked like he's Eastern Asian or something. So I saw him standing like he was like standing in front of me. Okay, it's hard to describe. He was standing in front of me, slightly off to my right. Okay, he was standing about 2 feet in front of me. This platform that we were standing on was about, I would say about 8 or 9 feet in width and length. And it wasn't a very big platform, but it was just enough room for us to fit on. So it was this guy standing on my right, and then it was the shadow figure standing directly in front of me, like eye to eye with me. And I couldn't make out his physical features because he looked like a shadow. He looked like a literal shadow. Okay? And he was a little bit taller than me. He was about 6'2" or something like that. I'm 5'8". So I'm wondering, how is it that I could see how the other guy looks, but the guy that's standing directly in front of me doesn't seem to have any physical features at all. And I'm standing on some type of platform in the middle of the ocean. Automatically, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I must be dreaming. I must be dreaming. Okay? The guy who was standing off to the right was talking to the shadow figure that was standing in front of me. But the shadow figure, he appeared, it was like he was listening to the guy, but he was looking at me the whole time that guy was talking. He was only looking at me. And I wasn't saying anything. So the Arabic guy, I'm just going to call him the Arabic guy because he looked like he could be Arabic or Eastern Asian or something. So this guy he's like breaking down and crying, man. And he was telling him about his life, how hard his life has been. He was telling this shadow figure how he worked so hard. He worked many different jobs. He done everything he can to try to support his family. And no matter how hard he tried to get things together and make things better for himself and his loved ones, it just wasn't working, man. It was like it was just getting taken away from him left and right. And then he dropped down on his knees and he started crying, man. I mean, he started bawling his eyes out, bro. And I'm looking at the guy and I felt his pain because everything he said to this guy, it was like he was describing me. And I'm noticing this shadow figure is looking at me even still, bro. This guy who described his life, I'm telling you, his life sounded just like mine. It was almost as if we were the same person. It was weird, bro. And then he started begging him. He was like, he stood up again. He started begging him. He was like, man, please help me, please, man, I'm begging you, please. I just want to help I just want my family to be better. You know, my mother's sick, and my mother was sick before. My mother was sick before she died. And so, like I said, this guy, his life sounded just like mine. It was so weird, bro. So anyway, the shadow figure is still not saying a word, and he's still looking at me. But when the guy asked him to please help him, he was like, please help, please help. And the shadow figure, he looked over at him, and he pointed like that. He pointed and like down into the, like, he pointed like down in the water, underneath the water. And I walked over to like the edge of the platform, and I looked down, and there was like this orb of light. It was like a really bright orb of light. It looked like a spear, and it was glowing. And I'm wondering to myself, like, what is that? Like, is that the job is that going to be his new job? What exactly is he going to do? I see, keep in mind, during this time, I did not know or understand things the way I do right now. The Lord has really been working on me, bro. Man, there were days where I wanted to just walk out in traffic, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The way things had been happening to me, my friends kept dying. I had lost a lot of friends. A lot of friends. And, or at least I thought they were my friends. Some of them. Anyway. So, I'm wondering, like, what is that? What is that? Like, I'm like looking at this man, and I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I don't know about this, bro. I think you should reconsider, bro, until you figure out exactly what the heck is going on here, because this isn't normal, bro. This is kind of weird, if I'm being honest. I never seen anything like this before. And we're out in the middle of the ocean for whatever reason. So, I'm sorry, I'm sweating so bad, man. Oh. So, after that, I had woke up from the dream, and I remember I had this eerie feeling when I woke up, man, because something told me that was no ordinary dream. But like I said, during that time, I did not have the knowledge that I know now. I was just coming into the spirit of knowing. So when I had this dream at the time, I knew for a fact it wasn't a dream. It was more like a vision or something. But I didn't know how to decipher it. So when I sit back thinking about that dream this morning, now I'm able to decipher that dream. I never even thought about that dream again until today. I can just actually decipher what's going on now. And let me tell you, man, The devil is busy. Forever and always, he is busy. First of all, we were standing on a platform in the middle of the ocean. Okay? Now, Leviathan is the king of the seven seas. He rules over the marine kingdom. Like I said before, there are many different sections of hell. The marine kingdom is one of them. Okay? Now, you might say some people believe Leviathan is one of the princes of hell, and many people believe that Leviathan is the devil himself. If you ask me, they're all the same. There's no difference to me. Evil is evil. So that's number one. Number two, I noticed the sky. It looked like it was morning. It looked like it was early morning. Now, Lucifer is the morning star. Okay? He is known for being the morning star. He is the brightest star in the sky. So that's why it appeared to be morning. Number three, the orb. The orb that was underneath the water. That was Lucifer is the angel of light. So, everyone knows this. Lucifer is the angel of light. So that light that I was seeing underneath the water, that was him letting this guy know that in order for you to obtain these things, you have to give your life to me. Like keep in mind, this guy was down on his knees begging him, bro. And then the other thing, the shadow figure, this creature of darkness. He dwells in the shadows. He is the angel of light that dwells in darkness. I'm thinking back on this stuff now, man. I'm like, wow, I'm blown away. And then, number 5. This is the one that really got me, man. This shadow figure looks exactly like that shadow figure I used to see sitting on top of my fridge when I was a kid, kicking his feet. He looked like a little boy kicking his feet. Now he looks like an adult man now, standing right in front of me. Look exactly the same. I can't tell I couldn't see his physical features because he looked like a shadow all the time. And I used to see him every night when I was a kid. Once we moved out of that house, I didn't see him anymore until this very night. He appeared to me in his dream as an adult. Personally, I believe that's exactly what this figure entity was. I think this was the same entity. This is the same entity who told me that he would never leave me alone. But when I asked him his name, he wouldn't tell me. He had left. He left as soon as I asked him his name. Like I told y'all before, these demons, a lot of these demons, some of them can reveal their name to you and not worry about consequences because they were born of sin. But the angels, the fallen angels, cannot reveal their names to you, bro. They simply cannot. So that let me know that this particular demon might be a fallen angel. He's one of the fallen. So, so I started thinking about all of this stuff this morning, and it threw me back, bro, because I never thought about this dream after that night. I didn't want to think about it again. Okay. Now, I want to say, I think it was about a month later, maybe 2 months. I think it was like a month later or something like that. How you doing? I I had went to sleep one night, and I had woke up because I had to pee. And when I opened my eyes, I couldn't move. Sleep paralysis. Once again, like always, sleep paralysis. I look up, and that shadow figure was standing right above me, looking at me. He was by himself this time. He was awaiting a response from me. He wanted to know if I was going to serve him or not. He wanted me to join him in the kingdom of darkness. And I was laying there, I couldn't move, I was scared. But I could see him, he's standing right over me. He's like standing over me, looking down on me. And I'm scared because I can't move. It was creepy, bro. And like, bro, this is when an angel showed up. I don't know if this was Michael. I believe this might have been Michael because he had a sword. But Gabriel also carries a sword, if I'm not mistaken. But it's usually Michael, if I'm not mistaken. He showed up, and I'm telling you, man, yo, I did not know that these things actually exist. Angels and demons. After that night, when I seen this, that was confirmation to me that demons and angels are real. That night confirmed it, bro. Now I'm going to describe this the best way I can because it happened so quick. He showed up. Like, it was like I saw him, but it was like a glimpse. I didn't really see him. And I didn't really get a good look at him because it was like he was there and then he was gone in like a split second. He showed up, right? And he pulls out a sword. Man, these angels are, yo, I'm telling you, the archangels are incredibly powerful. You wouldn't believe how powerful they are, man. I did, like, bro, I was blown away when I seen this. He showed up, right? He pulls out his sword and he hits the shadow figure with the sword so hard that the top half of his body just flew in pieces before the sword could even cut him. It was like he started falling. It was like his top half just flew off, bro. His legs were still standing, bro. He hit him so hard. It was like his top half went flying. Like, he didn't just chop him up. Like, no, he sent the guy flying, bro. His legs were still standing, but the other half was flying through the air, bro. And I saw pieces of him break off. It was like he hit him so hard that he flew in half and broke in pieces at the same time, bro. And then he just disappeared. He just disappeared. And once that angel disappeared, I was able to move again. The sleep paralysis was gone. This is why I tell people I don't play with God anymore, bro. I try my best not to. I know I'm not perfect. I'll never be free of sin. I know I have to repent if I do sin. But one thing I don't do, I do not disrespect the Most High God ever. I don't play with him, man. I've seen enough already, bro. After I saw that, I was like, yep, I'm never going to sin again. I completely stopped sinning at that point. Well, I didn't completely stop. I was still I was still smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. But, like, I wasn't really doing nothing. I was like standing there trying my best to stay away from everything, man. I was so I was so happy and relieved that Angel showed up and saved me like this, man. Because I was so scared, man. Where that place where he came from, I was afraid he was going to bring me back with him that night. I was really terrified, man. This guy appeared to me again, and this time, and I never saw him again, bro. That lady dog ran straight up to me. I told man, animals like me, bro. I don't know why. They like me. That dog ran up to me again. But yeah, this guy, this shadow figure, I'm telling you, man, I never seen him again since that night. Never ever seen him again. Not once. He is history. That Andrew took care of him. Now I see why they get so scared when you mention Jesus, bro. That was just an angel. Imagine what happens when Jesus shows up. Boy, y'all better stop sinning. You better stop, yo. I'm warning you. You only have one life, man. You're not a cat. You don't have 9 lives, man. These people are out here living like they have 9 lives, bro. Because they only live once. You'll hear them say they only live once, but they live like they have 9 lives. They contradict themselves. They're out here being stupid, bro. This is not me judging you, bro. When I see you do something stupid, damn it, it was stupid. End of story. Even you know it was stupid. So you can't say I'm judging you. Don't do it again. Remember, you are a child of the Most High. You are the manna of the earth. You are the star seeds, man. These demons hate you, bro, because they'll never be a part of that. You understand? That's why they hate you so much. They are not star seeds. They vibrate at a very low frequency to the point where they have to actually dwell in darkness, man. They vibrate so low, they can't even be seen in light, bro. They have to move in the shadows. They have to be sneaky as a snake, creeping around in the shadows, bro. They don't have a choice. The light hurts. All praises to the Father, Most High God in heaven, man. And much love and praise. I'm praying for you too, man. I hope this inspires you to do better. If you're struggling with something, man, because we all do. Whatever sin you're struggling with, man, you have to try harder, bro. Just give it a try, man. It doesn't hurt to try, man. It hurts when you sit back and do nothing. That's what hurts. The demons that show up, they'll do everything to get you to go down there with them. And I promise you, that's the last thing you need. So with that being said, man, be blessed. Much love to you, man. And take care of yourselves, all right? I'm going. Peace.